One of the most powerful ideas that can change our lives forever is Louise Hay's principle of thought. This idea doesn't need fancy tricks or complicated steps. It's all about who you want to be inside, deep down in your heart and mind. Imagine if you could completely change your life just by changing how you think. Well, that's exactly what Louise Hay taught, and it's something everyone should know about. Think about it for a moment. What if the key to happiness, success, and everything you've ever wanted was already inside you? What if you didn't need to chase after things or try to force the world to give you what you want? Instead, what if you could simply change your thoughts and watch as your whole life transformed? This isn't just a nice idea. It's a principle that has helped millions of people around the world create better lives for themselves. Louise Hay discovered this amazing truth through her own life experiences. She went through many tough times, including abuse and serious illness. But instead of letting these problems beat her down, she found a way to turn her life around. And the secret she discovered was so simple, yet so powerful, that it changed everything for her. Now, it's time for you to learn this secret too. If you don't change how you think and feel inside, nothing outside will change. This is the heart of Louise Hay's teaching, and it's so important to understand. Many of us spend our whole lives trying to change things on the outside. We might try to get a new job, move to a new place, or even change our appearance. But if we don't change what's going on in our minds, we'll keep running into the same old problems. You might keep trying new things, thinking you're the problem. Maybe you've jumped from job to job, always hoping the next one will make you happy. Or perhaps you've gone through relationship after relationship, wondering why you can't find the right person. The truth is, the real change starts in your mind. Until you change your thoughts and beliefs, you'll keep attracting the same situations over and over again. This is why Louise Hay's principle is so crucial. It shows us that we're not victims of our circumstances. We're not stuck with the life we have. Instead, we have the power to create the life we want, simply by changing our thoughts. This idea is revolutionary because it puts the power back in our hands. We don't have to wait for the world to change. We can change our world by changing our thoughts. Louise Hay taught us that our thoughts create our life. This might sound too simple to be true, but it's a deep and powerful idea. Everything you see around you, everything that happens to you, is a reflection of what's going on in your mind. It's like life is a big mirror, showing us what's in our thoughts and beliefs. What we believe about ourselves and the world shows up in our everyday life. If you believe that life is hard and people can't be trusted, you'll find plenty of evidence to support that belief. You might have tough experiences or meet people who let you down. But if you believe that life is full of opportunities and people are generally kind, you'll start to see more good things happening around you. This mirror principle works in every area of our lives. It affects our health, our relationships, our work, and our happiness. For example, if you constantly think, "I'm not good enough," the mirror of life will show you situations where you feel inadequate or overlooked. But if you start thinking, "I am worthy and capable," you'll begin to see opportunities where you can shine and succeed. Understanding this principle is like finding the key to a locked door. Once you realize that your thoughts are creating your reality, you have the power to change everything. You're no longer at the mercy of the world around you. Instead, you can start to shape your world by changing your thoughts. But here's the important part. This mirror doesn't judge. It doesn't decide if your thoughts are good or bad. It simply reflects whatever you're thinking most of the time. So if you're constantly worried about money, you might find yourself in more situations where money is tight. If you're always thinking about how much you love your work, you might find more opportunities to do work you enjoy. This is why Louise Hay's principle is so powerful. It shows us that we're not just passive observers of our lives. We're actually creating our experiences all the time through our thoughts and beliefs. Once you understand this, you can start to use it to your advantage. You can begin to consciously choose thoughts that will create the kind of life you want to live. Let's say you want to be happy. This is something almost everyone wants, but many people struggle to find. If you keep thinking, "I'm not happy," or "happiness is hard to find," life will keep showing you things that make you unhappy. You might notice all the little annoyances in your day, or focus on the things that go wrong. The mirror of life just shows what you believe, so it will keep reflecting your unhappy thoughts back to you. But what happens if you change your thoughts? If you start thinking, "I am happy," or "I find joy in small things," you'll start to notice more reasons to be happy. You might suddenly appreciate the warmth of the sun on your face, or feel grateful for a friend's kind words. The same life events are happening, but you're noticing different things because of your new thoughts. This doesn't mean you have to pretend everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus. Instead of only seeing problems, you start to see possibilities. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, you start to appreciate what's right. This change in thinking can lead to real changes in your life. You might find yourself smiling more, which could lead to better interactions with others. You might feel more confident, which could help you take on new challenges. Remember, the mirror of life doesn't just reflect the big thoughts you have about yourself. It also reflects your everyday thoughts and attitudes. So even small shifts in your thinking can start to create ripples of change in your life. This is why Louise Hay's principle is so powerful. It shows us that we have the ability to shape our experiences through our thoughts. The first important thing to know about Louise Hay's principle is that life reflects two things: how you see yourself and how you see the world. This is like having two mirrors that are always showing you what's in your mind. One mirror shows you your self-image, and the other shows you your worldview. Let's start with how you see yourself. If you think you're not good enough, life will show you proof that you're not good enough. You might not get the job you want, or you might struggle in your relationships. This isn't because you're actually not good enough, but because your belief is creating situations that match what you think about yourself. On the other hand, if you believe you're capable and worthy, you'll start to see evidence of that too. You might find yourself taking on new challenges and succeeding. People might respond to you more positively because you're projecting confidence. The key is to realize that your self-image is creating these experiences. Now, let's look at how you see the world. If you believe the world is a dangerous place, you'll notice more danger around you. You might feel anxious or hesitant to try new things. But if you believe the world is full of opportunities, you'll start to see chances for growth and happiness everywhere. This doesn't mean that changing your thoughts will instantly solve all your problems. But it does mean that your thoughts are shaping your experiences in powerful ways. By understanding this, you can start to choose thoughts that create more positive experiences. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not smart enough to get a good job, you could think, I have valuable skills to offer. Instead of believing, the world is against me, you could choose to believe, the world is full of opportunities for those who look for them. These new thoughts will start to create new experiences that match your new beliefs. Remember, changes in your life don't happen right away. This is one of the most important things to understand about Louise Hay's principle. Your thoughts change fast, but the outside world takes time to catch up. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the plant right away, but it's growing under the ground. When you start changing your thoughts, you might not see big changes in your life immediately. This is where many people give up. They think, I've been thinking positively for a week, but nothing has changed. But that's not how it works. The changes are happening, but they take time to show up in your life. This is why patience is so important. You need to keep believing in your new thoughts, even if you don't see changes right away. It's like learning a new skill. You don't become an expert overnight, but with practice, you get better and better. The same is true with your thoughts. The more you practice thinking in new ways, the more your life will start to reflect those new thoughts. For example, if you've always thought of yourself as shy and you start thinking, I am confident and outgoing, you might not suddenly become the life of the party, but over time, you might find yourself speaking up more in meetings or feeling more comfortable in social situations. These small changes add up over time to create big shifts in your life. It's also important to remember that sometimes things might seem to get worse before they get better. This is because your old thought patterns are being challenged. You might face situations that test your new beliefs, but if you stay patient and keep focusing on your new thoughts, you'll start to see positive changes. Think of it like cleaning out a cluttered room. At first, it might look messier as you pull everything out, but if you keep going, you end up with a clean, organized space. The same thing happens when you change your thoughts. There might be some chaos at first, but if you stay patient, you'll end up with a life that reflects your new, positive beliefs. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. This is a crucial part of Louise Hay's teaching, and it can make a huge difference in your life. Many of us spend a lot of time thinking about what we don't like or what we want to avoid. But this actually creates more of those unwanted things in our lives. If you keep saying, I hate my job, you'll get more reasons to hate your job. You might start noticing every little annoyance, or you might attract difficult situations at work. This is because your mind is focused on the negative aspects of your job, so that's what the mirror of life reflects back to you. Instead, think about the job you want and how it would feel. Imagine yourself enjoying your work, feeling fulfilled, and being appreciated. Even if you can't change jobs right away, this positive focus can start to improve your current situation. You might begin to notice good things about your job that you overlooked before, or you might find opportunities to make your work more enjoyable. This principle applies to all areas of life. Instead of thinking, I don't want to be lonely, focus on, I want loving relationships in my life. Instead of, I don't want to be poor, think, I want to be financially comfortable. By focusing on what you want, you're giving your mind a clear picture to work towards. Remember, this isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing where to put your mental energy. When you focus on the positive, you're more likely to notice opportunities and solutions. You're also more likely to take actions that move you towards what you want, rather than just trying to avoid what you don't want. Most people look at their life, feel bad, and then life shows them more bad things. This is a cycle that can be hard to break, but understanding it is the key to changing your life. It's like being stuck in a loop where your negative thoughts create negative experiences, which then reinforce your negative thoughts. To change this, start with how you want to feel. Instead of reacting to what's happening around you, choose how you want to feel and what kind of life you want. This might feel strange at first, especially if things in your life aren't going well. But remember, you're not denying reality. You're choosing to focus on creating a new reality. For example, if you're struggling financially, instead of constantly worrying about money, start imagining how it would feel to be financially secure. Think about what you would do, how you would act, what decisions you would make if you had plenty of money. This shift in focus can lead to new ideas and opportunities that you might have missed when you were stuck in worry. Then, look for small signs that good things are happening. This is crucial. When you start changing your thoughts, the changes in your life often start small. You might get an unexpected discount, or someone might offer to help you with something. These small positive events are signs that your new thoughts are starting to create changes. By noticing and appreciating these small positive changes, you reinforce your new way of thinking. This creates a new cycle, one where positive thoughts lead to positive experiences, which then reinforce your positive thoughts. Over time, this new cycle can transform your life in amazing ways. Try this. Write down how you want to feel and what kind of life you want. Be specific, but also focus on the feelings. For example, instead of just writing, "I want a big house," write, "I want to feel secure and comfortable in my home." Instead of, "I want a lot of money," write, "I want to feel financially free and able to help others." Read what you've written every day, preferably in the morning and at night. As you read, really try to feel the emotions you've described. Imagine yourself living that life, feeling those feelings. This isn't just daydreaming. You're actually programming your mind with new thoughts and beliefs. Then, start noticing small good things that match what you wrote. Maybe you wrote about feeling loved and a friend calls to check on you. Or you wrote about feeling abundant and you find some money you forgot about. These might seem like small things, but they're signs that your new thoughts are starting to create changes in your life. Keep a journal of these positive events. This helps you stay focused on the good things happening in your life, which reinforces your positive thoughts. Over time, you'll likely notice more and more positive changes as your thoughts continue to shape your reality. This exercise combines all the keys we've discussed: understanding the mirror of life, being patient, focusing on the positive, and changing the cycle of your thoughts and experiences. It's a powerful way to put Louise Hay's principles into practice in your own life. Louise Hay's ideas can really change your life. It might seem simple, but it works. Remember, your thoughts create your life. This isn't just a nice saying. It's a powerful truth that can transform everything for you. As you start to apply these principles, be patient with yourself. Changing your thoughts and beliefs is a process. and it takes time. You might have days where you slip back into old thought patterns, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep moving forward, keep practicing, and keep believing in the power of your thoughts. Focus on good thoughts, and you'll see good things happen. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see the good in your life, to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want, and to believe in your own power to create positive change. Remember, every thought is a seed. What you plant in your mind will grow in your life. So choose your thoughts carefully and nurture the ones that will create the life you want. This knowledge that Louise Hay shared is truly something everyone should know. It puts the power to change your life right in your own hands. You don't need special skills or resources, just the willingness to change your thoughts and beliefs. As you go forward from here, pay attention to your thoughts. Notice how they affect your feelings and your experiences. And most importantly, start consciously choosing thoughts that support the life you want to create. Your journey to a new life begins with a single thought. Make it a good one